there are many Gitas, like Uddhava Gita, which we have read, and also Krishnarjuna Gita, which is most popularly known as Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Uddhava Gita, then Mahisha Gita, Bhumi Gita, Aila Gita, Brahmara Gita, Gopi Gita, Venu Gita we already told. Venu Gita, Aila Gita, like that there are Astavakra Gita, that is from Ramayana Mayavada, Astavakra Gita, and Yugala Gita, Yugala Gita. So there are many. Today we are reading the Gopi Gita. What feelings gopis have for the Supreme Lord. So very famous how they are appreciating their Lord of the heart. అది పోయింది. So this is from ఇంకా టచ్ చేస్తాను అండి చదువుతా అంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ ది ఫేమస్ గోపి గీత. 10th canto. 10th canto is 95 chapters almost. This is 31st chapter, 1 to 19. So are you all ready to sing? I'll sing and then Gopya Vuchu Jayati Tadikam Janmana Vraja Shreyata Indira Saswadatrahi Daita Drushyata Dikshutavakas Tvaidata Sava Saswata Vichinvate. So the Gopis songs of separation, Viraha Gita, you can call it Viraha Gita also, Gopi Gita, Viraha Gitam. When they are separated from Krishna, together what they are talking to each other. Actually they are talking to each other because whatever Gopis talk, that is also like song. This chapter relates how the Gopis, overwhelmed by feelings of separation from Krishna, sat down on the bank of the Yamuna and began praying for his audience, singing his glories. So, in separation from Krishna, they all sat down on the bank of the Yamuna and they are entreating, praying that they should come and speak to them, and they are singing his glories. because the gopis had dedicated their minds and very lives to Krishna. So we all also have to see where we have dedicated our mind and our life. If you have dedicated your mind something other than Krishna, if you have dedicated your life something other than Krishna, like people are living, what is there in their minds? What they are living for in life. So that means they are going to suffer. If your mind is not occupied with Krishna, if your life is not like whatever you are doing, ఎవరిని సంతోషపెట్టడానికి బతుకుతున్నాం? Everybody thinks about themselves. What? Again. What is this? Huh? How much time it will take? Done, huh? So, if my finger is on this all the time, that will be all right. If the finger is on this all the time, then it will not go out. All right. They were beside themselves with the transcendental pain of separation. So in this world, pain of separation, you cry. But in the spiritual world, just like we are all, are you in union or separation from Krishna? We are all separated. Right? But so we are trying to remember him, and that is making us joyful. So although you are separated from Krishna, so whether it is separation or union, spiritual life is always blissful. The topics of Krishna, Tava Katamritam, Tapta Jivanam. So, in spiritual life, crying is also bliss. More bliss. When you are with Krishna, you have some bliss. When you are separated from Krishna and you are crying for Krishna, just like Lord Ram was crying in the forest. So is he simply frustrated or is he unhappy or what? No. Because in spiritual life, remembrance, intense remembrance. When somebody is before you, you remember. Okay, you become a little callous. Just like when the spiritual master is always there, we become a little callous. When he comes once in 6 months, very attentive, very eager to serve. But actually, if you are like gopis, then whether your mind is totally dedicated, occupied with thoughts of service, with thoughts of remembrance. So this transcendental pain of separation, but their crying, which appears like evidence of misery, actually shows their exalted state of transcendental bliss. That means they cannot forget Krishna. And as soon as you remember Krishna, feelings of separation are gone. Is there any difference between name of Krishna and Krishna being personally present? No difference. When Krishna disappeared, Arjuna was feeling great pangs of separation, and Arjuna started remembering Bhagavad Gita. And again immediately he felt the presence of Krishna. Similarly, Mother Kunti was praying for miseries, difficulties. What's that sloka? Mother Kunti, she's saying, you always give us difficulties. But the first sloka. So, and then she says, why? Huh? Huh? No. She is praying for difficulties. She says, when you are in difficulties, we remember you intensely. When you remember you intensely, we feel your presence. When your presence is there, we are free from the repetition of birth and death. Vipada Santatam. Give it here. Vipada Santata Sasadat Vipada Santa Sasadat Jagadguru Vipada Santata Sasadat Tatra Jagadguru Bhavata Darshanam Yasad Apunar Bhava Darshanam Vipada Santata Saswat Tatra Tatra Jagadguru. Repeat. Vipada Santata Saswat Tatra Tatra Jagadguru Bhavata Darshanam Yashad Apunar Bhava Darshanam. దగ్గరలోనే కూర్చోలేత ఇక్కడ give me always troubles one after the other, then we remember you. Tatra Tatra Jagadguru. Whenever there are difficulties, Jagadguru Krishna, we remember you. When we remember you, Bhavata Darshanam Yashad, we get your darshan. And what happens if you get darshan of Krishna? Apunar Bhava Darshanam. Apunar Bhava Darshanam. Cycle of birth and death is terminated, So, Vipada Santuta Saswat, bolo. Tatra Tatra Jagadguru Bhavato Darshanam Yashad Apunar Bhava Darshanam. So, what do you also want to pray? You also want to pray for difficulties, challenges, problems, so that you don't become relaxed and fall into Maya. Whenever problems are there, it's good. You cannot think of sense gratification. So both of you fight. Lakshmi Kantadasi and Pritya, then fight. Then they are thinking, how should I attack? How should I criticize? How should I answer? How should I show that she is wrong? So your personal life is forgotten because you are completely meditating. So whenever troubles are there, we have seen also. It's good. So advanced devotees, they don't want relaxed life. They want challenges. So that when your mind is challenged, you will have to intensely think of Krishna. And then that's good. Then you will get darshan. Once you have darshan of Krishna, no more cycle of birth and death. So, as it is said, Yatadeka Vaishnavar Vyavahara Dukkha Nishchaya Janiyate Paramananda Sukha. Whenever one sees a Vaishnava acting unhappy, one should know it for sure that he is actually experiencing the highest spiritual bliss. Suppose I become very upset and shouting and yelling at you. What does it mean? Because you are saying that Krishna's work is spoiled. No? So you cannot tolerate that nonsense going on. I think why Maharaj is so upset. Because you are thinking of Krishna, that how Krishna should be served so nicely, but it's so badly done immediately. No? Otherwise, why Vaishnava should become angry? No? Not personal grounds. There are no personal grounds. When a disciple misbehaves, because the Guru feels pity, finish, fall down. When a disciple picks up argument with Guru, whenever devotees used to argue with Prabhupada sometime, that was very spiritual life, you don't know. You have forgotten, because you are in the modes of ignorance. Then only. So, when a Vaishnava is very upset, that means is in ecstasy. Thus, each of the gopis began addressing Lord Sri Krishna according to her individual mode of ecstasy. So, maybe all the slokas are one gopi, one sloka, one gopi, one sloka. Hearing that, their feelings of separation, they rise up and they say, like that they are going on. Mode of ecstasy. And all prayed for him, for his mercy. As the pastimes of Krishna spontaneously arose in the minds of the gopis, whatever Krishna has done before, in the past, they are all flashing up in their minds. And those beautiful moments which relieves the agony of those suffering from burning pain of separation from Krishna, and which bestows supreme auspiciousness. They sang, "O Lord, O lover, O cheater." So, how much intimacy they are feeling. Can anybody call God a cheater? But gopis are saying, gopis are calling. That means, like when Guru chastises, generally the Vaishnava or a Guru doesn't chastise outsiders. He will be very friendly with the outsiders. But with the inner circle who are supposed to behave properly, and that is not there, then he becomes upset. So, oh cheater, when we remember your smile, your loving glances, and your passions with your boyhood friends, we become extremely agitated. So this is not like material emotions. When you become greedy, when you become lusty, when you become envious, no, it's not like that. And there are material, negative emotions. But in spiritual life, emotions are always upbeat, are positive. They bring your more submission and commitment and surrender to the Lord. That is the nature of spiritual life. It's not like material emotions. They come and go. But either it is feelings of ecstasy, of union, or feelings of separation, ecstasy. That means if you really get connected to Krishna, you cannot give him up. If you are really connected to Krishna, you cannot fall down. Somehow or the other, you protect yourself, because remembering the transcendental relation, you don't want to yield, submit, succumb to petty, trivial, ugly emotions of material life. So, remembering your lotus face, so we don't really know, no, how Krishna looks like. If you really looked at him, that's, you will be on a different plane. Adorned with locks of blackish hair, smeared with the dust of the cows. Generally, when people are, like you come from outside, bazaar, with the dust and clothes spoiled and all that. So people don't feel like looking at you. Go and first take bath and come. But when Krishna comes like that, because everything increases the beauty of Krishna. In this world, suppose you wear dirty clothes. You wear dirty clothes, and you come to the temple. Everybody will say, no, you cannot get into the deity. You cannot go into the kitchen. When Krishna comes like that, wow, this it's like a special scene. So what is lowest in the world is the highest in the spiritual world. Here, women are considered lowest. But in the spiritual world, the gopis are considered the highest. Because men cannot give up their, authority. When people have to become humble, the humbleness a gentle lady is that a man can never be. That's how woman attracts the hearts of man. Because you behave so gentle, the man will forget Krishna and he wants to have relation with the woman. The woman can, by their behavior, can control man. Radharani fully controls Krishna, So unless you are a strong devotee, otherwise when you are closely associating with a woman, there are good chances that you fall down and you become attracted. So in their separation from Krishna, the gopis considered a single moment an entire age. It becomes like a long, long time. Yugayatam nimeshena. So, 1 minute is like a millennium. Even when they had previously seen him, they had found the blinking of their eyelids intolerable. Krishna's beauty is ever increasing. So, your eyes are glued. But anyway, in the material world, you cannot keep looking at anything. You have to blink your eyes. So gopis are so conscious. Generally, we are not conscious of blinking of our eyes. You don't know when you are blinking. That's like we are talking. How many times I am blinking? So many times. But that means that's called the time that takes for the blinking of the eye. Really, it is not interrupted. Your vision is not interrupted. When you are attending the class so many times, but you don't think you have closed your eyes. That means very fraction of time. But gopis are so drinking the ambrosial nectar of Krishna's face. They are conscious why there are eyelids and blinking of the eyelids. the ecstatic sentiments for Lord Krishna that the gopis express may appear like symptoms of lust. But in reality, they are manifestation of pure desire to satisfy the Supreme Lord's spiritual senses. There is not even a slightest tinge of lust in these moods of the gopis, because there is no sex life in the spiritual world, although they are all men and women, because it is transcendental love. There is nothing like material emotion. The gopis have difference between their soul and body. No, in the spiritual world, there is no difference between soul and body. No. So similarly, if you become spiritual master, like why do you worship the body of the spiritual master? Because it is not ordinary. It has become completely only Krishna's service, no other. No, the subtle mind, subtle body, mind, no other thoughts, and the body, no other sense gratification. So, if that is possible in material world for a pure devotee like Prabhupada, it is possible. So, in spiritual world, there is no question of any, because there is no material body. So, where is the question of lust, anger, greed? Simply what Krishna wants. If Radharani is becoming very angry with Krishna, what should you understand? And Krishna wants her to be angry. Krishna likes to see her angry face. Otherwise, why should Radharani become angry? That means they completely satisfy Krishna. Whatever Krishna wants, they just taitaya nachaya. So, it starts here now. There is not even slightest trace of lust in these moods of the gopis. So I thought we can sing, but I'll just read the translations. The gopis said, "O beloved, your birth in the land of Braja has made it exceedingly glorious. Wherever Krishna is, there that place is Dham, glorious. Everything becomes purified. Everything becomes transcendental. Everything becomes sublime. And if you happen to be there, you will also begin to improve, upgrade yourself. If you go on staying in Vrindavan, in the association of devotees, you will be changed. You have no more lust, greed and envy. So, because Krishna has taken birth in Krishna, he appeared in Navadvip Mayapur. Is there a difference between Navadvip Mayapur and Vrindavan? No. There is no difference between Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, Mayapur and Vrindavan. Because wherever Krishna has put his lotus feet, he wandered. That becomes a holy place. Is there any difference between temple and Vrindavan? But because we are not Krishna conscious. If you are Krishna conscious, you don't see temple different from Vrindavan. Because why? 24 hours, I am in the temple. I am Krishna's servant. That's why devotees are anxious to keep it clean. Why Prabhupada was so particular that everything in the temple has to be clean, not just the altar. Where you are feeling the presence of Krishna. Oh no, it cannot be like this. And that's why we want to increase the number of servants. So much work is there. We are not transcendental. So we feel little exhausted, tired, and but devotees are always, they don't see. I was reading a book yesterday, loaded with service. Loaded with service. Devotees want to be loaded with service. It gives you joy. You don't want to remain idle. You want to go on doing something for Krishna. You know, that's what we are all doing. Always. Festival after festival. Even, too many festivals, let us stop, go to sleep. Asa. Too many festivals, let us stop all this and go to sleep. That is your devotion, But if you are really have devotion, today, let us celebrate something for Krishna. One festival after the other. I was saying 15,000 youth, they gathered, Udgar. Udgar. What is the meaning of Udgar? Udgar. हिंदी में उद्गार का क्या अर्थ है? Glorification, Udgar. When lotus-hearted devotees, they all gather. Udgar. They want to glorify Krishna. So it's called Udgar. So, O Lord of love, in beauty your glance excels the whirl of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. So they are trying their best how to describe the beauty of Krishna. But nothing can describe the beauty of Krishna. Only you can give a similarity. There is no comparison. With what material thing you can describe the beauty of Krishna? Only you can relish it. But there is no way you can properly describe the beauty of Krishna's face. O bestower of benedictions, you are killing the maid servants who have given themselves to you freely, without any price. Isn't this murder? So they are taking freedom. Krishna is ours. When Krishna has hurt us, and we can argue with him, we can criticize him. So we cannot do such things, You cannot use the words like Krishna is a murderer. They are saying you are killing the maid servants. Somebody is working for free. That means they love you so much. If you are serving free, without taking, just like that guy came, the artist came. It's a small job. He said, I will put cleaner so that it will shine. Now he'll say, give me 1,000 rupees. No feelings. Why should I take for a small job? Because no idea about Krishna. And doesn't want relation. Money, go out and smoke cigarette. Money, go and spend it on your family. You make money everywhere. Why you should make money with Krishna also? You nonsense, go out and make money. When you come to Krishna, do it free. Where Krishna is the Lord of your heart. Krishna is your very lovable person. O greatest of personalities, you have repeatedly saved us from all kinds of danger, from poisoned water, from terrible man-eater, Aghasura, from the great rains, from the wind demon, Trinavarta, from fiery thunderbolt of Indra, Govardhan Puja. from the bull demon, Arishtasura, from the son of Maya Danava. You know? That means Krishna is always those whose minds are dedicated to Krishna. You don't have to separately pray for your protection. You are just concerned about your service to Krishna. And Krishna, beforehand, he will make arrangements. You don't have to separately worry. Suppose you need a computer, you have to come and ask me or what? No. You want to somehow do the job, someone do the job. And when Krishna sees that you are not demanding, and suddenly somebody will come and present a computer, then you will be completely flabbergasted. How does this guy know that I need a computer? No? Right? So because we want to feel the comfort, we want computer. But you want to serve Krishna. Serve Krishna automatically. Like we say, if somebody is serving, it's like you are all serving. When I say, all right, they are serving. So let's give Nirmala Jyoti a hard disk. Because she is taking so many, she did not ask. Automatically get the idea. Yeah, they will ask, what should I bring for you from United States? I may not need anything for myself. Jyoti, this Lakshmi Kanta Dasi, she needs a computer. Can you bring a computer? For what? Because you have won the heart of Krishna. You have won the heart of your master. Then he is thinking about you. Wow. Without a proper computer, they are doing so much. If I give them a computer, maybe Madhuri Dasi, seeing your bad computer, she may get that, I will donate a computer to. Yeah, money, what will you do? You need loving relations. Kya karega? Ghar banaya. Make your house, so what? Maintain, gone. But if there are loving exchanges, human beings should not live on material plane. Human beings should live on spiritual plane. Loving exchanges, always helping each other, giving happiness to others. Money, no. I will give Lakshmi Kanta just a little bit. 30,000, 60,000. Lost in the world. Nothing happens. You see, you have more attachment for money or more attachment to Krishna and his devotees. What is better? More attachment to Krishna and his devotees. Nonsense, money will come. Like we are also getting money without earning. Without earning, we are getting money because we are attached to Krishna. So Krishna is supplying. That's it. So don't worry. You should always try to keep devotees pleased. And you may get promotion. And all your life you are getting more money just because you have satisfied Lakshmi Kanta. Yeah. Suddenly your boss will let us give promotion to, let us recommend promotion to Madhuri Dasi. Finish. Just you may have spent 40,000 and then you will continue to get every month extra 20,000, 20 in 2 months. That money is recovered. And now you got more money. You have faith like that? All small-time devotees, village girls, money is our everything. Without money, all useless, what the money is. You don't know that by serving Krishna, you get more money. Suppose you are married into a very wealthy man, bas, finish. You don't have to worry. I will get 80,000, I will get 80,000, finish. Just keep doing. You keep spending money for Krishna. Small mind, small calculations. Big minds, broad calculations. I throw the small money, And then, because nothing goes waste in Krishna's service. So, we completed. Text 4. You are not actually the son of Gopi Yasoda, O friend, but rather the indwelling witness in the hearts of all embodied souls. They are understood, although they are in Yogamaya, but actually they are enlightened. Yogamaya, Krishna wants that you forget that Krishna is God. You just, you are a lover and friend of Krishna. But actually, when they are praying, you see that you are not the son of Gopi Yasoda. You are the indwelling witness, Paramatma, everywhere. Because Lord Brahma prayed for you to come, protect the universe. You have now appeared in Satvata dynasty. Such great knowledge they have. They are looking like simple girls. But then they are speaking the absolute truth. And we will continue in the evening. I will one more. O best of the Vrishnis, your lotus-like hand. Everything about Krishna is called lotus. Lotus like lips, lotus like eyes, lotus like cheeks, lotus like hands. That means very soft, beautiful and delicate. Very soft, very beautiful, very delicate. That's a Gopi's cry. When Krishna goes without shoes, when Krishna goes to forest, does he wear chappals? No. Then what about thorns and pebbles? Stones, thorns. Krishna, because he is worried about cows. He is worried about cows. He is not worried. If my good cows are walking without chappals, why should I go? Actually, in Vrindavan, in Braja, wherever Krishna is there, Mother Earth is serving Krishna. She takes care that such things don't happen. Mother Earth, does she keep quiet or what? No. Nothing happens to Krishna. When a big man comes and Modi is coming, the whole area is taken under security. Finish. Nothing can go wrong. What's a material world karma. But when Krishna is coming, messages go or not. Everything will be perfect arrangement. But the feelings of the gopis is that they are worried. Even when Krishna keeps his feet on our breast out of love, our breasts are so hard, it may hurt Krishna. So, such thoughts. So naturally, when they see Krishna going to the forest barefoot, they feel, they cry. How can Krishna go barefoot? So your lotus-like hand, which holds the hand of Goddess of Fortune, grants fearlessness to those who approach your feet out of fear of material existence. O lover, please place that wish-fulfilling lotus hand on our heads. So whenever you are afraid of material world, whenever you are afraid of your body, I may get sick, or I may get hurt, I may run into an accident. This is a common thing in the material world. Just you remember Krishna, whatever. So you lose all fear. Actually, we should see there's so many dangers. If you are, like I sometimes think, I did not have any major accident for 70 years. Did anybody break your hand or leg or bone fracture? So far, no bone fracture. No పైనుంచి కింద పడి the Krishna is also Madhuri Dasi is going to be my future devotee. So our bones have to be all right. Otherwise, how she will serve me? Right? Yeah, it's possible. Krishna knows that your karmas are good. So you lose immediately fear. That's how we go. We go into the, no, just, I want to give my life to Krishna, I want to serve Krishna. Why should I be scared, worried? What happens, what happens? Of course, you have to take precautions, but not that you are worried. So I will stop here. Oh, you who destroy suffering of Vraja's people. Krishna wants to help everybody, but he will help people of Vraja because they are surrendered their lives. O hero of all women. I mean, it is easy for women to become devotee. It is not easy for men to become devotee. Because women are dependent. Once they get Krishna, they completely depend on Krishna. Your smile shatters the false pride of your devotees. Your smile shatters that when Krishna smiles, and there are many lessons from that. Suppose you are very beautiful and Krishna smiles, what you will understand, If you are very beautiful, say, young, beautiful, when Krishna smiles, say, what is this material beauty? He will smile. Immediately you are exposed. What is my beauty? Before Krishna, what is my beauty? All sweating, tiring, limited, ugly, falling away, hair. Generally you think you are beautiful. When Krishna smiles, I am like a garbage. Isn't it? Our beauty is like garbage before Krishna. What is this beauty? So false pride. Your smile shatters, like whenever people glorify. Suppose Radhanath Swami says some good things about me, say, I know that. That it is like a shattering of false pride. The spiritual master says, oh, you are very expert. I am a rascal, I am a fool, I know nothing. Whatever I am doing, it is by your blessings. Immediately when our spiritual master says, Priti Dasi, you are so good in your service. My God, I am total nonsense. Is that right? What is it? That means, if you are really good doing, and you become humble, it is all Krishna's ability. What do you have? In any case, Krishna knows how to handle everybody. Your smile shatters the false pride of your devotees. Please, dear friend, accept us as your maid servants and show us your beautiful lotus face. They are not expecting any intimacy, any closeness. Servants are always kept at a distance, maid servant. Like the husband may take the wife close, but servant, they have to standing like that in a distance. Who are there before the master? So these gopis, they are so humble. Accept us as your maid servants. That means now their false pride is gone. Anyway, we stop here. We completed up to 6. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So if you like, we'll read the translation daily 6 and like that. Karthik.